Well, hello everybody, Smith here, and welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Star Wars build series. Since we were last here, I've been doing a lot of building behind the scenes. So, and it's taken quite a long time because I thought, well, it's about expanding Hangar 7. Haven't done it that way yet, so we haven't looked at snow speeders. But as you can see over there behind me, you will be able to see that we have some more X-Wings at the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around and show you to the rest of the hangar, and then they're going to go on to say what we're going to do next. So let's go and have a look. So let's go and have a look. What we did last time is we'd just done these 3 bays. Now what I've done is I've continued with the hangar exactly as it should be behind. Haven't done the Millennium Falcon yet. That's going to be something that we're going to do a bit further on. But the hangar itself, we didn't really get to see very much, but the hangar itself has more bays behind it, and it has something else which I'm going to show you now. You can see a hole in the centre. The back wall over here has some more X-Wings all nicely ready to go. And over here, and what I've done is I've kept with the 4 bays, and this literally goes to the edge of the mountain, not too far off. But you can see the size of this hangar, and that's taken from the knowledge and the information we have on the hangar and how big it is. Well, here at the moment, and there's no lift here, here is the lift down to the maintenance bay. And this did exist, although we didn't see it. They ran past the maintenance bay at one point, but what I haven't done is actually built that maintenance bay yet. So let's go and have a look at that. These are basically like, have you seen when you put your car up on a car jack? Literally, I'm going to put in I'm going to put it in about this height, just about here I think, and then I'll have a X-Wing on it sort of coming up the lift up into the upper layer, which is where they're all taken off. So this is almost like a separate hangar below for the X-Wings. If you think about it, they needed servicing. They are spaceships, and we did see that with the Millennium Falcon. So what we've got down here is just enough bays to have 3 there and 3 there at this side, and then there's enough room to maybe have a couple more like that and like that. So it's just more storage space for the X-Wings. And what I haven't done though is put in the lift, and that's what I'm going to do next. Now, I've had quite a few problems with the lighting, and you can see the lights do not always work. That's a bit weird, I didn't get that one in there. See, sometimes you get some odd things, but I have manually put most of these lights in like that, and I haven't done that back wall yet. I've done all that over there, all the way around. Oh, there's another row that I need to do. Oh yeah, I was doing that before, and I've done that, but I have to manually put it in. So just an example here is that one there should be, there is that one, and it should be there. Oh, and you get some odd things, but once some of them are quite easy, like this one here. I just go along and keep putting in and taking out. Now it's easier to do that whilst I'm not talking. So what I'm going to do is, and it's taken a lot of work, so I need to come around to here now, yeah, to get it lit up. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a bit more, but I want to show you upstairs because we've got to start putting some shape on this base, because this is just the north entrance hangar. There was a massive one in the south, and in between were all the different alleyways and the main control room, the briefing room, the cryostasis lab where Luke was revived after being out in the cold, and we're going to put that in as well. So let me just come down here. So that's the sort of thing I'm having to do manually, and you get these odd lighting effects like that, and you just have to keep going around. That should, why wasn't that done that? See, bit weird, but that's because I've been doing copy and paste with the WorldEdit. Now I still haven't, what I didn't do before all this, I wanted to just concentrate. I haven't put the landing gear on these things yet, And the reason why I haven't done that is because I didn't get round to it, and then it's going to be quite easy just to replace them all and put landing gear on each of the ones. So some of the other things I haven't done, look, here we go, see, so you have to go round, get the height and just light it up. Now it might look a bit unsightly, but we can't do anything else really with this. That's our only option to light it up underground, is to do that. So I'm just trying to keep it sort of symmetrical and keep it well lit, but it is a manual task because I didn't sort of copy and paste the walls, which is much harder to do. So there you go. And then these ones are a bit easier because you just keep going along and you go all the way on the back wall. But I've got to do it another level as well, so what we'll do is just go upstairs and show you something. So down, this is basically the under level. There was an access point, if I'm correct. Let's go and see where we're going. I need to come out, work out which way it is. Ah, that's the front. Yeah, so that's the, yeah, that's the back. So that's the front there. So that way there is an access point over here on this wall at this level. So there is a access point here. So you'll notice once I get behind here though, there is just just rock. Needs to be a bit bigger than that, I suppose. More like that, because we're quite thin and narrow, and that will meet up at some point upstairs. But just for now, I just want to put that there to show you where the access points are. There we go. So I just want to mark that out, and so there had to be an access point to the top. Now when we get back to the top up here, if we go back over here, literally over this side. Now this is all very nice and symmetrical, but let me tell you, this was obviously built in an ice cave and they hollowed the ice cave out. So that one there, this literally here, from this point onwards, literally is all hewed out. So you can see where this is. So what I've got to do is like make it sort of like a ripped out place, and it sort of goes to about there. And what I mean is to make it more cave-like, and I'm gonna have to do, maybe I should have left that wall in there, and then the cave sort of went up through the roof as well. So what you got to do is I've got to do a bit of terraforming to make it a bit more cave-like than what it is, and I can do that quite easy by just like chiseling bits and pieces out. And then what I can do is put these lights, I can still put them in there anyway, yeah, and chisel away into the sort of cave. So that's quite easy to do because all I have to do is this. Once I start chiseling out and just go set. So I'm using all the tools in the trade to try and get this. So, and it actually carries on going up. So I'm going to have to do it a bit higher. So if I was to just do that now, and it takes it out, and then if I was just to take, I can just make it a bit like a cave-like, and start taking things out. So to make it a bit more rough and ready rather than what it is, but I have to be quite careful with that because I don't want it to look a bit unnatural. There we go, that's better. So we'll have to do that a bit further around, make it more cave-like. One more go, I think. We'll just do that, and then we'll just go up to there like that. And it sort of gives you impression of not all nice and smarty, but what I can do is I can still put these to make it light, so I can still make it like okay. Now, so that's that side, and I'm going to do a bit more of that, but that's the sort of thing I'm going to have to do to make it a bit more realistic, because it also here had some sort of ice stalagmites or stalactites which went up, so I'm going to make it a bit more cave-like. Now on the opposite side, the most of the base from the hangar is this way going south. We have the same, literally here will be the crew's quarters. So, and this is all snow up here, we're alright for snow. So this is where all the pilots were, and there was like a gap in the snow, and then there was a room inside there, so that's the sort of thing. So that's a marker for 10. And yeah, just do that, stay through there. Now the other thing was another ice cave area just around about here as well, so would have been a bit further around about here. So again, I'm gonna have to start cutting this sort of come out, so it's all a bit of, it's going to take a bit of time, but yet again this is where we go from being nicely lasered out to making it a bit more cave-like and a bit more interesting. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lift, I'm going to put the other roller areas up to here, and here on this corner I'm going to put the lift in with an X-Wing on it, and then we'll come back and show you some of the, that's not really right, is it? No, that's got to be much higher. It's got to be this sort of height. When you see this, I come back to it and go, no, that's not right. And yeah, what I will start using is using my WorldEdit to do that. Right, and there's a big entrance over there as well. Right, we'll come back once I do a bit more. Well, welcome back everybody. Cool, blimey, it's been a while since that last clip you just watched, and I've done quite a lot. Oh, I shouldn't see that sneak peek, we'll come back after that. But you can see the first difference is that all the craft now have the skids on as such. I've sort of put them, now quite interestingly when you look at the models, I can still never work this out because all the models have the skids coming out of the bottom engines, which is quite interesting because I expected the fact that the engines would go straight all the way through, and they are offset, but that's limitations. Front skid, just put it about there. I think we're all right with that, quite happy. And I've had a bit of a change around with the vehicles in terms of, I've done a few more with the wings closed, as you will see. So the other thing that I've had to do is, oh, I'll come around to the other little bits and pieces. Here is the lift, dun, 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 dun. And I've made it a bit special. I didn't put it all the way down, but there is, what I had to do is expand it, because when I first did it we were all right at the front, but luckily what I've had to do is go out a complete block at the rear, because when I first put it in we had the engine sticking out, literally touching the wall. So as you can see, they are pretty tight on terms of the lift, and it goes down to the maintenance level because these just literally roll. In fact, what I didn't do is just put the mechanism which rolls it up and down, which I knew I'd forgotten something on the lift itself. So that's the actual, if you think about a lift that lifts your cars and your trucks up, literally it's like that, isn't it? In fact, that's not going to be no good, because what I need to do is it needs to be on this side. Big thinking, because you won't be able to get them sliding in and out. That's better. So it literally runs up and down, there. So you can see I've done the plate, and I'm just going to go underneath in a minute before we do anything else, and they run up and down on the runners. There we go. So that looks more like a lift, and now we're on the maintenance level down below. Now, one thing about Minecraft, I do have a few problems with the lighting, in that every time I use WorldEdit I have to relight. It's sort of a block issue that you get, and you can see again all the ones down here have all got their skids on, so it's looking the part. I'm very pleased with how this has turned out. I wanted to make it like it was an active base as such, so you can actually see that at the moment, although I see what I've done a big mistake, because when these, I just realised which ones I've copied. I copied the wrong one from upstairs, and I'll show you. What I've done is swapped a few of them for the open wings to the closed wings, because whilst they're in the garages they should be closed wings. Right, that's better. There you go. That looks far better, doesn't it? So there's the X-Wing down there. Let's go back down here a minute. So this goes up and down on the platform to this lower deck. Now what have I done down here? Well, oh, there's a door down there, but I haven't done anything more with it. When I had to redo this, so you can see that this actually comes down and sits in the slot down here. So I've put this all the way around the edge. These like single slabs to make that look like it would actually in reality, where it comes and sits on the actual blocks. That is wrong. See, I keep going round and finding the odd thing that I've got wrong. That's now right, because that's a single block, and it's lit as well, so keep the lighting. And what happens is, as the, in fact this is a good one, this does not need this down here. I've just realised, because I'd copied this from the top using MC Edit. That's the one thing it didn't need. The one on the top has the barriers to stop the people falling down. The one at the bottom just doesn't need it, because it's just waiting for the lift to come up and down. So we'll just get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. I suppose the lift should come up when the people go, when the lift goes to the top, so it can't, people can't actually walk underneath. But I'm sure there'll be the usual alarms, etc., that will do that. Now this will be the lift over here, but I'll have to wait till I do the top side before I can get the lift in, and I think there probably will be another lift on that area there. So there you have it. There's the lower maintenance level, looking quite good, I think, with all the ships and everything, and the lift in. So let's go up and show you what's next on the agenda, because it's quite a bit. These are all right now. That's the one I copied. Look, I changed it from open wings to closed wings, so we just need to get rid of that. Yep, there we go, just get rid of that. That's much better. And then the other side, yeah, I copied that one. What I've done is I've now made 6 different versions of the MC Edit schematic. So what I've got is closed wing, open wing, and the pair together with the skids on, and the same with the skids off. So we've got the flying ones as well, which I'll show you 2, which I've now placed in. And because now the lift's up here, look, see all these things, I had to move this one block, so I had to I made it once and I had to just take it all out. And then there is a lot of manual work on this build. It's not all about using WorldEdit, so there is a lot of hours. I think I've put I've probably put an hour and 30 minutes in since that last that one needs to go, since that last clip, in terms of building this. And that go there, that makes lots of sense. So when the lift goes down, these little gates automatically swap up to stop people falling in. Now probably they'd be a lot higher, but hey, want it looking good. So that's that. Right, let's show you another bit, and I keep having to do this block lag update. Right, I'll show you what I've done over here. So this here is the, literally there, exactly that. This is the entrance into the tunnel behind. Now the tunnel behind will match up where the Millennium Falcon is, and also match up to the pilot's ready room, which is over there. And there is one more door at the back, and this gate goes through to the quarters, crew quarters, through there. So I haven't done that yet, but that literally should be around about here, to be honest. Literally there with a sliding door. How many did I do that for? Did it sort of that level? Need to get this right because I want to do all the same. So this is probably a smaller level in terms of that. So let me just mark that off. Yeah. So once I marked it off, I can do it, but I'll have to wait till I get the tunnel at the rear to match it all up, then work it out. That's it, that'll be do. So that'll be a door through there, but I can use this in terms of let's take this through because it's quite a long tunnel. Let's go through and then it turns left. So if I just do that, so I can use WorldEdit, for those of you not seen it, to do certain things like that, which is really cool. And as I come in here, let's do this, we start that. So that's that. This one here goes through to the corridor at the back, and when I get the corridor at the back it will go. Again, it's got a locking door on it to the main complex. This is into the pilot's ready room, which is going to be around here, so we've got to put that on, the ready room. And then this is what I've done as well, where the Millennium Falcon's going, which I think we're getting to that stage where it's about time I looked at building or finding a Millennium Falcon I can import into this world. But over here you will see a few things. I've started landscaping it out. This is one of the main corridors which goes into right, let's have a look at this. Right, yeah, this one goes through, and it needs to be bigger, understand that now. This is going through to the Tauntaun area, and also lead to some of the corridors where the Tauntauns come out and are housed. There's quite like a little a natural cave section in there where the saddles and everything are put on. This area here literally goes into, it's just an access area which goes through to the back. This goes to Princess Leia's quarters and to Luke's quarters. It also goes to the turbo lifts, to the trenches on the surface of the mountain. There were trenches on the surface as well. However, I've only put them in loosely at the moment. I can't put them in until we get the Millennium Falcon in, which is going to be quite a big build. So I've got to sort of I'm going to have a look at some, so whether I can bring one in and credit them and then make changes to it that I fancy. Maybe I'll pick an older one that's been on there for a while, and then we'll bring the Millennium Falcon in next time. I think that's what we're going to actually do. Ooh, let's turn it to daytime and we'll show you what I've done outside. Time set day. Here we go. Right, we have 2 X-Wings taking off. If I might stand corrected, because there'll be probably more aficionados in there about follow Star Wars for years and know all the ins and outs, that when the craft fly out, I have got them flying out as single winged as they come out, and then literally it flies out like that into the area and the wings come out. That's the way I've done it. So let's have a look at this. There we go. Just put that in there for you. So I've got 2 of the X-Wings actually coming out of the area, and over here is the obviously the Imperial Walker's attack. Again, these are from Paradise Decay. That's it. His name on YouTube is Paradise Decay, if you haven't heard me talk about him before. And he is making one hell of a series, like a movie. He's been spending 4 years on it at the moment. So I'm using some of his builds because what's the point? He has done the best AT-ATs as far as I'm concerned. People may differ, but he's done the best AT-ATs, which are the right size and shape for my world in terms of doing the base and that. So that really is it. The X-Wings are coming out to the base. We haven't done the snow speeders yet, because the snow speeders are probably the star of the battle in terms of this. They were brought in specially, but we'll just come in here and finish off. Hopefully you've enjoyed that episode. We did do loads over the weekend, and yeah, I couldn't film a lot of it because of usual stuff, noise, etc. So I hope you enjoyed that, and are going to continue following this series and to the battle. Also, I need to do the shield generator as well. I need to upgrade the shield generator. I want to do that. So maybe when we get the corridors through to the other side, we shall do that. So that is it. Please like if you like this series. Please sub if you haven't found me before. I've also got a Jurassic World series as well, which is being up to episode 150. And again, it helped me out. Share the video. Share it on, if you've got a YouTube account, share it on there. Like it. Share it on Google+. I hope you enjoy the series. This series is going to be a long series. and we're going to be doing loads of other stuff, and we might be doing some other Star Wars worlds as well in Minecraft. I definitely will be. Right, thank you very much indeed. Bye bye. See you next time.